Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again, and today is going to be another video with Law. This time we have one game against Rob Lucci, and then we have two games back to back against Zoro. So a little bit of a longer video today as we have three games to showcase for you all. Just like I mentioned yesterday, I am stealing Cross AI's list, or Michael, that he was running on the Florida Regional this past weekend. As of the moment of me recording this, because I am recording this on Sunday, he has made it to the top 8 with this list, so pretty good there. He got his 4th series Luffy, so congrats to him there. I'm gonna have the link below to his channel below, and I'm also gonna have the deck list below in the description like always. So hope you enjoy these 3 games today. If you do, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post One Piece videos every single day. Enjoy the games. In this match, we're going against Rob Lucci. This is not a bad hand. I like having the Bonney. The Nami's also nice. Oh, even better, right? So we get both Namis here. I guess we'll pick Shopper for now. Let's put the Shoppers on the top. We'll take the second Nami. Yeah, we'll take that second Nami so that we can get that Rested Dawn next turn. We have 5 Dawn next turn. Oh, 4 Dawn, sorry. We have 4 Dawn next turn. We'll take the first damage always. So with 4 Dawn next turn, we could technically go... I might want to actually develop... Actually, I've actually developed first and use the Nami ability, right? So I end up letting them get away with this with a 1k. They could take it and that will excuse my misplay, but... Could have done better. I like this Zoro. I like developing this Zoro here. Oh, they actually took it. Okay, so we misplayed, but it ended up not mattering, right? We can just give it the Rested Dawn here, just because, and then we can go Shopper and just end the turn. Just so that it gets an additional 1k. It doesn't matter if the opponent has, like, the good thing here is that because the opponent has no cards in their trash, they're not able to kill this with their... Okay, they have Kobe. I was gonna say if they don't have a... Because they're playing Kobe, but they didn't... I was thinking about the CP9, the Kaku. But they are playing Kobe, so they're able to kill the Zoro anyways. We still have enough to play the Bonney next turn. I have to be careful not to take too much damage, right? Because the more cards that I have in my hand also makes it easy for the opponent to have the Isho. I think at 2 is where we want to be. Let's be at 2. The opponent gets rid of the Sasaki. We can go Bonney, search for the Bonney. We don't get the Law. We get another Zoro instead. I think I'm just going to pick that Zoro. We can still Shambles this turn if we choose to. Opponent has 7 Dawns, so there's still not enough for their big turn. Right? So they still don't have enough for their big turn. We can go like this. Let's pick the Nami. Return the rest. We can Shamble this. Got this back. We can also just drop down this Luffy. Might actually be better. But I guess it's so easy for the opponent to get rid of this Luffy. I want to keep this Luffy for the very end. We could go ahead and just give it the attach 1 down here. And then just attack for 6. See if they block or they're just going to take the life. They took the life for 5, right? So either they used the 2k counter, which they discarded one already. Okay, they got another 2k counter. So we'll end the turn. Too many cards. So the Isho is going to be a problem. Because he's going to be able to get rid of my hand. So I actually want to counter out this turn if I can, just to minimize my hand. So the Sanji and the Otama are the prime targets for that. Bonney goes for Kaku. So they get the Kaku. That's what I was playing around last turn. And that's why I thought the first Zoro was safe. But they ended up having the Kobe as well. They can attack. Let's give them the 1k. I mean, I don't want to give them the Nami though, right? Let's give you the blocker. Let's give you the blocker. See what you do. Are you actually going to trigger this? Okay, so they go for it. So that's an easy 2k here. We get the Law. So if we play Bonney, we're going to be joining an extra card. And I might not want to do that. I might just play this Otama into the Capone. I don't want to draw yet, right? I don't want to draw into the Isha turn. So I might just go like this. Go like this. This is down to 2. So we can attack it with the Nami. Okay, opponent doesn't get the free block that they wanted. We probably want to bounce back this Otama. And replay. We'll bounce the Nami, play the Law, bounce back Otama, replay. Or do we want to give them the Curly Dadan and just leave the Otama there? Let's go for 5 here. Let's bring the Otama back. Let's bring the Otama back. We'll shambles, go here, play the Law, use the car action. Let's bring back the Curly Dadan. Or do I bring... Actually, I want them to attack into this. I want them to attack into this if they can. So I'm going to go here instead. And just play this Nami. We'll get another shopper for now. I think I like the blockers. We still have 6 cards, unfortunately. So the opponent still has that access to that stuff that I was talking about. We can give the rested Dawn to here. Attack for 7. I want to play this. I want to play the shopper. I want to play the shopper out. And just be less than the issue, right? So be away from the issue. Opponent tapped out of the issue. And they get to kill our Law. We have the Bonney for next turn. So I think we're still in a decent spot. I'm okay giving them 1 blocker here. Maybe not both. So I'm okay giving them 1 blocker here. Opponent, there's no way opponent discards the cards, right? Do we give them both blockers? So if we give them both blockers, we still have enough. I think I'm going to give them both blockers. I want to see what the opponent does. Yeah, they don't go for it. We'll go Bonney. We'll go here. We'll pick another Law. Yada, yada, yada. Go back there. We can go Otama, get this down to 4. Which lets me kill it with the Law. Sure. Let's go -4 here. Not -2. That gets them down to 4. We still have the shambles. We can actually just put that attached Dawn into the Nami. Attack it here for 4. See if the opponent actually uses up their cards. If they use their cards here, that's good with me. They actually don't use it. Like, opponent disconnected, unfortunately. So we can't really see how the rest of the game was gonna go. And unfortunately, when they disconnect, I cannot see their hand. Right? If they lose, I could see their hand, but if they disconnect, I cannot. Yeah, I wish I could see their hand. So the idea here is if they actually counter to save that Kaku, if they counter out of saving that Kaku, they're losing cards that they no longer can use for the Lucci ability of discarding 2 cards, right? So if they counter out of that, we can still go for 6 with the Law here. And we can still play out our Nami and still have shambles and still have 2 Dawn open to do whatever we need to do, right? I guess at that point, I'm probably just going to go more, maybe go for the Nami and attack their Kaku with this Nami as well. And then I shambles anyways. But the opponent knows that I have another Law coming, so they probably didn't want to deal with that. And that's why they end up disconnecting. So let's see if we can find another game that we can include in this video since the opponent left so early. So GG. In this match, we're going against Zoro. Let's go first. Let's go first. I kind of want to rush them out. I'm going to mulligan this. Okay, we get the Bonney. So I guess we'll play the Bonney out right here. I should be able to get my shambles before the opponent can actually just kill us. Before the opponent can get their Marco. We'll attack for 5. I wanted to go first so that I can just aggro them down. We'll go like this. We'll pick the shopper, obviously, because there's nothing else they can do. And then we'll play shopper. So next time we have 5. So we need another 1-drop so that we can actually trigger the shambles. Oh, they got Bista. All right. A lot of servers are no longer playing Bista. So I did not play on the Bista. So that ends up being a problem there. But fortunately for us, I mean, we're still in a really good spot anyways. So I think I just attack here for 5. And then we just play here. And heck, we can get this Nami. I think getting the Nami is better than getting anything else. So we can get Nami. We can pick this Radical Beam or we can pick the Chopper. We have options. Honestly, I kind of like this Radical Beam. I kind of like this Radical Beam, if I'm being honest. Let's pick the Radical Beam. Let's pick the Radical Beam, and let's give you the second Chopper. So if you have... I'm guessing they're not playing Marco. The fact that they're playing this Sanji tells me that they're like a more aggressive... I mean, they're also playing Vista. If you're playing Vista, you're definitely playing Marco. Okay, you're playing the Haruta as well. So they're going for like a more aggressive version of Zoro. Just going all in on like the aggression. Which makes sense based on how they're playing here. I can give them 1 blocker because I'm going to need the board space anyways. So I can give them 1 blocker. They are also playing... Yeah, so they are playing Marco for sure. They have another Vista. So they could play this Vista here. No, they didn't play it. So I can give them 1 blocker. And still be okay, right? Okay. Let's give you this card point. I can clear the whole board next turn. That's why I'm chilling here. Let's give you 1 blocker. Alright, so we have the Chambles. We have this Nami. We have 3, 3, 3, right? So we can go 3 here. 3 here. Okay, so we can go Zoro and just put pressure into them. So if we go Zoro, that's 3 down. Shambles is 2. We still have 1 down open, which means that we can actually go here into their Curly Dadan. Let's go 5. Just try to kill them, right? If the opponent's playing super aggressive, then I'm gonna play super aggressive too. And just try to smack them this way, right? So now we can Shambles here. So we can Shambles, bring back our Nami, I think is probably better, right? So we bring back the Nami, we throw this Law, use this, go here, bring back the Zoro again, and attack with 5 to Zoro. We have 2 blockers, and we have a Radical Beam that we'll be able to use to protect our stuff. The opponent has 1 Vista. Yeah, they're gonna put 1 down here. They can put Arrested down to another one of their characters with the Haruta. They get to kill the Chopper. Cool. They get to kill this guy. Do I let them kill it? Do I let them kill this Curly Dadan? Sure, right? I'll let them kill it. I might just block the second one and they have access to the Radical Beam to save the Law. They go for the Nami. If you don't have any blockers, you're going to be in trouble. Like, if they don't have any blockers, they're actually going to lose the game. Yeah, so here we can just block. So, okay, so opponent can get up to... Opponent can have a Zoro, and the Zoro can get up to 6. This guy's already at 6 as well. So if we block here for free, opponent can only kill... Opponent cannot kill... I guess they can kill this, but I can save it with the Nami plus Nami. That's exactly 2. So even if the opponent has a rush Zoro, we should be okay to kill the next turn. And I'm just gonna give you this Radical Beam. And then you attack and I'll give you the both. Okay, 7. You have to attack this Zoro then. If you're gonna do this, you better attack this Zoro. I forgot about the Rested Down from the Haruta. So they can actually kill the Zoro. Because I don't think I give them the Restand Law, right? Because I can use the Restand Law to attack again. Oh, they got scared. They got scared. Okay, so Restand Law. Can't we Shambles? We could Shambles. So we can Shambles here. So Restand Law is going to cost me 2. That leaves me with 4 done open. We can go... we can go 7. Let's go like this. Right? Let's play around. Alright, so this is gonna be 1, 2, 3 plus shambles. This is 7. This is 7. One of these can attack for 8. I want to play. Actually, one of them can attack for 9. I want to play around a potential jet pistol. So I'm gonna go like this for 5. I'm gonna try to win this game. I'm gonna take a super risk it and just win this game. But it has the 2K that they just gave us, so 7. Okay. This if the opponent has a jet pistol. Alright, let's go like this. Let's go like this. We'll whiff here. We'll go here. We'll go here. We get the rest of down here. Give another down here. We'll attack for 9. And then attack for 9 again with the restand. Let's bounce back one of my counter cards. So let's get ourselves a 1K back to our hand. We can also just pass here. So 9 is not hard for them to counter out of, right? We could also just pass here. We have 2 life, 2 blockers. 2 life, 2 blockers, and 3K counter value. I think I'm gonna pass. Two life, 2 counter value, 2 blockers. I mean, sorry, 3 counter, right? Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna do this, you know I have the 1K. You know I have the 1K, so that's an easy 1K there. They cannot use the Haruta ability unless they play another unit. You know I have that Nami. Okay, there you go. So now that allows them to actually play this Haruta ability as well. I'm gonna take this one. I'm gonna take this one first. But it means that you have 1 less attacker now too, by the way. I'm not scared of the Luffy anymore. Opponent doesn't have enough Dawn to put the 2 Dawn on the Luffy. I think it would have been too greedy for us to go for lethal last time, based on what the opponent was showing us that they have. I wanted to go all in on me. I wanted to go like all in on me, so I'm gonna give you this first block. Okay, if we take that 8, if opponent has another Bista, which we don't know, they could have another Bista, that would be 3. We still have another blocker anyways that they cannot get rid of. And they could only get to 6 here. I think we take it. I think we take it and just go to 0 life. So it doesn't matter what you have here. Even if you get a Zoro, it doesn't matter. Brook is a 2K counter. You didn't find your shopper blockers if you play them. Based on how the opponent's playing, I'm telling you that they don't have blockers. Even if you have a blocker here, we have so many attackers next to them that your blockers don't matter. They get the Sanji. So that's another 2K. So they have 4K value in hand. So they have 4K value in hand. I almost baited myself into going all in last time, but the opponent had too many cards, right? So they go like this. I'll give you the 2K, I guess. Then you go with the Zoro, or you go for the Haruta first. And I'll give you the 1K. And then you go for the Zoro, and I'll give you the blocker. Sure. I could have also... I had a free block with the law, by the way. If I blocked the Haruta, I had a free block. But it doesn't matter. Opponent has 4 Dawn. Opponent has 4K counter value in hand, right? 4K counter value in hand. We can actually... So 4K counter value in hand. We could hard play this. We could hard play this law. Right? Like if we attack here, let's go for 7. Let's go for 7. That's forcing 2 cards out of their hand. So Shambles is 2 and then 5. That's 7. That lets me kind of attack for this 7 twice. I guess I need to have 1 card for Shambles as well, right? So 2, 3, 5. That leaves me 1 down. So I can attack for 7 with this law, right? So we can go 5. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go 5 again. All right. Then I'm going to play this Otama on one of their units. I'm going to attack here for 7. I guess I just give it the rest of Dawn. We can hard play, so we can Shambles and hard play that law to restand this law attack. So this is 8. Even if the opponent can survive this, it doesn't matter. We have all the Dawn in the world. Yeah, so then we just... I mean, we can do it any way that we want. We're going to just Shamble this. Don't play anything. Go like this. This is the cool play. Doing that Shambles place is cooler than putting everything on Nami. And then we just win the game. I thought I just won the game by putting all the Dawn on Nami, but it's kind of cool to do that. Because you can always just get the law back into your hand and then just hard play him in a situation like this if you need an additional attacker. And I just wanted to show that to you also. You got to see the cool play today. So yeah, so you got this matchup against Zoro and the previous game that you also saw recently, which was against the Lucci. So actually, the opponent's gonna give us a rematch, so maybe we get a third game this game. I will go first and just go super aggressive into them. This hand is amazing. I was ready to close out everything. So we know they have Bista now. We know they have Bista, so I don't think we ever play that Bonney right away. Let's pick the Zoro. Let's pick the Zoro. Let's pick the Zoro. Again, just have to go aggressive into them. They get their Curly Dadan. We'll get to play our Curly Dadan. We'll go for 5 here. They get their Nami. We go like this for 5. They take the life. We go Curly Dadan. We get another Nami. That's awesome. We play Nami. We get Zoro. I mean, sorry, not Zoro. Luffy. Luffy. I guess it's Luffy, right? It's my only choice anyways. Next time we have 5 Dawn. Still not enough for Shambles unless we get another 1-drop, right? So not enough for Shambles. Opponent gets another Nami. So they have 2 Namis in their hand. They go here. They go second Nami. I wanted to attack. Oh, they whiffed the first Nami. That's sad. Oh, they go for Sanji. I wanted to attack live because I wanted to get a 1-drop. We don't get a 1-drop. Oh, we get a 1-drop anyway. So we get a 1-drop anyway. So we can go Bonney into Otama. And then just, I guess, get this Law in the field. Get this Zoro in the field. I guess that's okay, right? I guess that's okay. Well, I guess that's okay. Yeah, I guess we can go like this. Let's pick this Zoro. Or we can just pick another Bonney too. Just have the 1 case. I might actually pick the Bonney. I don't think I need any more of the Zoros. We can go Otama. I guess on any of them. It doesn't matter. We can Shambles here on, I guess, Otama. So we Shambles the Otama. Play here. Use the car action. Go here. We can play Zoro or we can play Zoro. I like this Zoro better. We'll keep the... I get punished by a jet pistol here now, by the way, because I did it this way, but that's fine. I wanted to get my Shambles up so the jet pistol can kill this Law. I want to have this big Zoro on the field. Opponent goes for a 2k counter. Now, this is the turn where the opponent wants to go all in. That's why I wanted to get that additional 1k counter in my hand with the Bonney instead of picking another Zoro. Because this is the turn where the opponent wants to attack, do all this damage to us, and kind of put us under pressure. We don't have any other blockers. We know that the opponent plays Vistas, though, from the last game. So, Haruta is able to give a rested down to somebody else. That's a great play. Yeah, so the opponent's play like just super aggression. This is 5. So this is 5. Do we just get the free block here? Let's just get this free block here. See if the opponent gets baited into attacking here. Yeah, this is why I kept that 1k counter. So you can go here again. I'm gonna give you... So this is 7. This is 7 that the opponent has right now. They can go to 8, which means I can give them a double 2k counter. Do I need another Bonney? Honestly, I'm just gonna attack. I'm just gonna block it. I'm just gonna block it, and I might just take this one. As a opponent could have attached that extra Dawn there. That's what I was hoping for, but they didn't. And now here, we're just looking to kind of kill their board. So we can kill their board here. I guess let's go 3. 3. 3, 3, 3. Let's do it with all the Namis. Let's do it with all the Namis. I want to play this second blocker, so I'm going to replace one of the Namis. I guess we can go... We can Shambles to restand with the Law. And have 2 Dawn open. One of them goes here, the other one goes here. So we can go like this, go for 6. I'm losing to a Jet Pistol again. So we go 7, right? We're going to Shambles, take back one of these Namis, play this Law, restand here, attack for 7 again. And then next turn, we should be able to win. We should be able to win next turn while still being protected because of the... We have the Rushers. I guess, honestly, the Bonney still has 2 life. Bonney still has 2 life. So it's not entirely true that we can just win. It's not entirely true. I mean, opponent's playing out their cards, right? None of these cards are Rushers, so I don't... Like, okay, you go here. You attack for 6. 6 means that we can just counter out and keep our blockers in the field. They go for 8. I'm gonna give you the Shopper blocker. That's the one that's vulnerable to the Bista. You go for 9. 9. Alright. Can we just win this turn? We have the Rush Luffy. We have the Rush Zoro. We can Shambles into one of them. We could also just shamble this, yeah, we can just shamble this Law, right? Because this second Law just means that it's completely over, no matter how we do it. Let's make sure that we're not losing to a Jet Pistol. So let's go 7 everywhere. We can play Zoro out and shambles this Law. So we can Zoro out, shambles the Law. Is that a correct play? All right, let me think about it. Let me think about this. Let me think about this. So we go 5. So 5, 5. 7, 7, 7. We can attack with Zoro for 3. We can attack with Zoro for 3. Attack with other Zoro for 7. 7, 7. That leaves me with 3 Dawns. Yeah, I mean, the game is over, right? I think the game is over. I'm just trying to see what the line is. I mean, opponent can disconnect. That's fine. I can't see their hand. So there's definitely a way to have lethal here. It was just going to take me a second to find it. Because I'm trying to see if there's a way for me to get this Law back. But there's no way, right? Because this only lets me recall something that's 3 costs or less. I guess I have 2 attacks with the Zoro, right? So what we can do is that we can attack with the Zoro for 5. Attack here for 5 first. See what the opponent plays. Attack for 5 with the Zoro. We still have 3 Dawn left. We can attack 7 here, 7 here, 7 here. So if we attack for 5, opponent can use 1 card or take a life. Let's say they take a life. They still have 7 cards. We play a second Zoro. They say they take the other life and they go to 0 life. They still have 8 cards. 7 cards takes 2 of them, so that left them with 6. Takes another 2, that leaves them with 4. Takes another 2 here, that leaves them with 1. And then if we play this Zoro again with the Shambles, I guess there is a chance that they could actually survive, right? So there is a chance that they could have actually survived there if I was not careful enough. If they had exactly enough 2k counters and 1ks, they could have actually survived. I don't think they would have had it anyways. I think I like the idea of going 5, 5, 7, 7, 7, and then 5 one more time. We have an extra Dawn, so we can actually go 8 on one of these guys which can make it even more powerful. So we can go like 5, 5, 7, 7, 8 here, because this guy gets next stroke 1k. And then if the opponent still survives after all of that, they can go back. The downside here is if they have like a bunch of 1ks and they block this 5k and then block the other 5k, that leaves them with 3 cards. So the next 2k, the next 7k forces them to take a life or use the other 2 cards, etc., etc. There's definitely ways. There's definitely ways for me to get them. I think I'm overthinking it. This video is already long enough. You got to see 3 games. If you have like a line that's guaranteed to have lethal here, which is probably, honestly, probably I'm getting 2 tunnel vision on the Luffy. Maybe I just need to go big hits here, right? I mean, maybe I just need to go 5, 7, 9, and then 11, and just win the game, right? So if we go 5, this is 7. We can put 2 more here to get it to 9, and then we can put the rest in the next one. And opponent's gonna have a hard time protecting against all of that, maybe. I don't know, but I think we win either way. Opponent's gonna have a really tough situation here. If anything, we can always just have a wall of blockers, so kill this Nami, and then just be able to block and counter the rest of their stuff. I don't know that that's the play, but it could also be an option if we needed it to. So yeah, but anyways, hope you enjoyed the 3 games today. 1 matchup against Lucci and 2 matchups against Zoro. If you enjoyed today's games, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post One Piece videos every single day. Enjoy your day, and we'll have one more gameplay with Law tomorrow. So enjoy.